cities. Oh no. Playing this new game already. Oh no.
Hungry?
Mm-hmm.
You okay with lasagna?
I guess so. Wish I could something to eat. Hey mom, what's his story? Yeah.
Did you know Bunny broke her biggest rules to handle in Toy Story 3? But like and subscribe. Keep holding your breath. This fall, back to the sky.
Mommy, I found his story. Yeah. No. I'm waiting. His story? What's the code of?
It should say on the screen.
On the TV, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, I'm watching Seki right now.
Hey, like, I'm gonna make this burgers, right, Elon?
His story.
This seafood meat, I should make them. I'm trying to get those seafood. Yeah, the patties don't have to be big.
I got it. I got his story. I got his story. His story. This guy's. I got his story. I got his story. I have his story ready.
So just straight nuts. Like, so you're gonna keep it. It's pretty good.
Okay. Ready? Yeah, I want it. Got his story ready. I got his story ready. His story ready. His story. What's around? Yeah.
I climbed onto my treehouse for the third time now, and my chair. It's gone. The car behind me is open.
I can't rewind it. Oh, baby.
laughing. Oh, that's it. That's all he had. They were still wiping flour off their faces from the same bucket. And the scoop glittered downtown on top of the big truckers with a collar wiped his shirt. The street with glitter spread across his whole chest. He wiped it again, and it spread further. They scrambled down the ladder and ran straight out of their backyard. Glitter falling off their trails, all the way down the main road through the neighborhood. I climbed up to my treehouse, picked my cherry.
We watch someone popular. Oh no, you did.
That was good.
Yeah.
You have to learn it.
That's it. Yeah. We're watching.
I was stopped at a red light.
Oh, come on. Come on. I am hungry.
Lights flashed across my mirror, creeping sideways. The airbag slammed my head. Guacamole through my DoorDash order flew everywhere. I couldn't hear anything except rain. I crawled out to the passenger side and tried to stand, and my legs gave out. I'm on my hands and knees on the pavement when I hear, "Bro, what the hell? A new car. I just got it yesterday." That orange Hellcat was sitting sideways in the intersection with smoke coming off the tires. Some kid was standing over me screaming, "Why'd you reverse into me?" I looked up at him from the ground. I can't feel my legs. I don't care.
Crap.
Let me take the cat first so we don't bother the baby. And then I'm going to come to the watch.
About of his story. His story is actually popular. It's his story.
Popular?
Hey, mommy, do you remember my password? Mommy, we have to wait 1 minute, and then I can go back. Mommy,
I need to get down. Down. Back. I think.
Mommy, I forgot my password, and now it's taking me 1 minute. I remember what it was. Mommy, do you remember my password is? I forgot what my password is. Now it's locked.
How do you use the password?
So I can get in. So I want. So I can
Is it 0412?
evil or 12.
Shit legs. Look what you did to my car. He pulled out his phone and started filming his Hellcat without even glancing at me or my flipped car. My dad's a lawyer, so you're either gonna pay for my car or we're gonna bury you. I couldn't even stand up. This kid was threatening to sue me. The cops showed up 10 minutes later, and the kid completely transformed, limping and holding his neck. He told the officer I reversed into his Hellcat for no reason. The cop took one look at my Corolla on its side next to the brand new Hellcat and didn't even ask for my side. He gave me the ticket and left. I'm sitting on the curb holding my legs when the second. The kid saw it and started limping. The door opened, and I heard, "Oh, hell no." It was my dad's buddy from the neighborhood. He'd been on patrol and heard the call. He crouched down next to me. "Tell me everything." I told him what happened. He looked at both cars and shook his head. "I believe you, but without proof, there's nothing I can do. Is there anything, any witness, any camera, anything?" I almost said no. Then I looked at my Corolla and saw it through the cracked windshield. The dash cam I installed 6 months ago to catch DoorDash scammers. Still mounted to the dash, right where I left it. Actually, yeah, I do. He watched me crawl.
I'm gonna say that's the end.
His story is actually kind of popular.
My car, reached through the broken window and pulled out the SD card. He plugged it into his laptop and the cruiser. 30 seconds of footage. My car sitting still at a red light. A Hellcat spinning out of a dealership. The kid laughing right before he slammed into me. Everything the kid told the first cop was a lie, and now we both knew it. He stepped out of the cruiser, walked straight to the kid, and got in his face. You want to tell me what really happened? The kid backed up a full step. His fake limp was gone. He looked over at me, then back at the cop standing 6 inches from his nose. You filed a false report, and that limp you walked in with healed up real quick. The kid started stammering. My dad's a lawyer. You can't just call him. You're gonna need one. He was right. I ended up settling for enough money to buy 5 Hellcats thanks to a $30 dash cam.
Yeah.
I knocked out the smallest, weakest kids.
Bájate.
Bench wrestling, cracked my ribs with a 5-pound dumbbell.
Bájate.
That was Chester. He was 4'11", 85 pounds, and was the worst bully I ever met. His 2 brothers were 6'6", 300 pounds of pure muscle. Nobody touched Chester because they were terrified of his big brothers. I told the teacher I would never believe that Chester had a friend to actually hurt him. I walked around with 2 cracked ribs for 3 months. I couldn't laugh without wincing. A week later, my history teacher stepped out. Chester whispered into my ear, "Have you ever felt a tiger's claw?" Then he stabbed her nest an inch deep into my back. I bled out onto the floor. Everyone gasped. I needed 7 stitches. My teacher asked the class if anyone saw me. Every single student looked at Chester's eye again. He was alone in his house. PE baseball. Chester slammed a metal bat across my floor. I lived for a month. I still feel it in my brains. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell anyone. I knew I had to handle this myself. So I started
Oh, no.
kickboxing. 5 days a week,
Steph.
6 months straight. I started with
I know his story.
beaten up badly at first, then slowly started landing shots and earned their respect. I stored every one of Chester's hits in the back of my mind. I had a college scholarship but couldn't afford to risk losing it, so I waited for the last day of school. I walked up to him and said, "Hey Chester, have you ever felt a tiger's claw?" He looked confused. Before he could say a word, I threw every 5 punches, kicks, elbows, and laid him out on the ground. Unconscious, bleeding out of his small face. The crowd gathered and I completely sat up. His 2 brothers pushed through him and got in my face. I had chills. I looked up at both of them and said, "You might kill me, but I'll take one of you with me to the grave." I swear it. They went quiet, glanced at each other, then walked away. For as big as they were, they had never actually been tested. Chester had 17 broken bones and ate through a straw for 4 months. No charges were pressed because even his own parents knew he had it coming. When I think about that day, I still get the warm and fuzzies.
Bájate. Bájate. 5. Shoot.
My neighbor kept destroying our snowman, so I made sure the next one fought back. We spent the whole day building an 8-foot snowman, and it was just getting dark when I saw the headlights turn onto our street. The truck plowed straight through it, and snow exploded everywhere. My youngest was standing next to me and started crying. I didn't know how to tell him that some people were just mean, so I pointed at the scattered snow. You know what though? Did you see how far the head flew? That was actually kind of cool. My youngest wiped his eyes and nodded. It went really far. I smiled. Next time, let's build it right by the street and watch it happen. The next step.
No one wants me to join this day. I'm joining it, okay? Oh my god.
We built another one right by the street, and my boys pressed their faces against the window at night, watching for the truck. When it came roaring down and demolished the snowman, they jumped up and down. The head went so far, Dad. We did this for 3 years. Build, watch, rebuild. Then my youngest stopped running. He couldn't get out of bed some mornings. The doctors gave us a number of weeks, and my son made me promise we'd build one more. So I pushed his wheelchair outside, and he sat there wrapped in blankets, pointing where to pack the snow. His brothers rolled the middle section while I lifted it into place. It took us all day. When we finished, I hammered stakes into
No, the grown up. The video.
He said that the kid couldn't go up or what?
around the
Yeah.
inside room. I wrote, "Please don't hit this one" on cardboard and hung it on the road. 3 days later, he died. I knew they'd come for the snowman eventually, so I walked across the street and knocked on my neighbor's door. My hand was shaking. The father opened the door, and I looked him in the eye. "My son just died. That snowman is the last memory I have of him. Please leave this one alone." He looked at me for maybe half a second, then shrugged. "That's rough, but it's just a snowman." I heard his son laugh from inside. The door slammed in my face. 2 days after we buried my son, I was lying in bed when I heard the engine. I ran to the window and watched the headlights burn. My boys would come downstairs asking if tonight was the night. A week passed, then I heard that ending. I grabbed my phone and started recording. The truck came flying down the street and slammed into my snowman at full speed. The sound was like a car crash. Metal crunching. The truck's entire front end crumbled. The impact ripped the hydrant off its base and water shot 30 feet straight up into the air. The truck spun and water shot everywhere, flooding the street as the father kicked open his door and crawled out. He turned to leave my house. My boys and I were standing at the window. We all raised our middle fingers at the same time and went to bed smiling.
Yeah. Another one.
Our three teenagers in black hoodies started following us. I'm a retired cop who used to bust gangs for a living, so I knew the threat and assault. I glanced back and saw the guy in front and a gun print showing through the screen. My daughter was smiling at her phone and texting, completely oblivious to what was going on. My hand moved to my hip to feel for my own gun. My heart dropped. It wasn't there. We were defenseless. I needed to get my daughter a vehicle to leave without telling her about the guy who pulled her. Let's get back to the car.
Okay, keep it out. So you get the voice.
Back another table, she looked at me confused. Don't wait now. Just got it. That means that I spoke before. I glanced behind us, and the teenagers were getting closer. I grabbed her up. Relieving me now. She rolled her eyes. All fine, but I need to pee first. She ran into the bathroom, and the sink grew close. I standing right in front of me. He moved the gun halfway out of his pocket. Walked right over. Leave the girl with us. Now, this is her. We won't be listening. To his waistband, I managed to lunge for his wrist and for
Oh, wow. Funny.
2 hours to save my entire reputation before anyone else would know. I reached down and touched their back and realized I had never I lay there, and still listening to 4 other guys waiting around in the car. It was 5 a.m. If anyone woke up before I could access, I would have to switch schools. My backpack was next to the couch. I got to it on my hands and knees. Moving so slow, my arms started shaking and unzipped 1 inch at a time. I pulled out my backup clothes and then turned and sat straight up, not rolled over, sat.
Business.
I froze with the backpack pressed to my chest. He swung his legs off the couch and stood up and walked right past me. His feet landed maybe 4 inches from my head. I didn't really. He kept walking
Hey.
close to the bathroom door, and I heard him pee in what felt like a year. I finally heard his footsteps.
Gotta talk to you.
I stared at the carpet, praying he wouldn't
$5.
He slumped back onto the couch within 30 seconds.
I took the grass
I
already.
sat there shaking for a full minute before I could move. I tiptoed to the bathroom and changed into my backup pajamas.
Want it or not?
I stuffed my clothes into a plastic grocery bag from under the
Oh, you're gonna word. You're gonna see me.
I'm gonna get.
Not in here.
Okay.
Come on. Where you- I don't about that too.
done? That's the file.
Yo. This is on. This is. Why'd you come in here? I'm done watching.